Hello, this is a Gemini Wolf, and I wanted to introduce you to the Terabuster. I call it the Terabuster because it implies a lot of power, the Tera, and Buster because it busts through energy blockages like nothing else that I have. I spent the past few months putting this together, and I'm going to go into a little discussion of how I... So as you can see, there's several pieces of orgonite, like an orgonite star, a charging plate. There's an orgonite pyramid, several tower busters packaged together. I just put them in a plastic container and all mounted on this piece of plywood. It's about 4 feet in diameter. And there is 114 copper pipes. These copper pipes are 5.5 inches long, and as you can see, there's a certain pattern to them. If you zoom in or whatever here, you'll notice the Star of David pattern. This is a very powerful pattern that pulls energy together. It kind of focuses it down into a sort of beam. It's maybe not as tightly focused as a beam, but generally it puts it more focused into the outward direction there, and surrounded by 6 stars of David in a kind of a hexagonal configuration. And each one of these tubes has its 0 point energy. Now, 0 point is another term for energy of the vacuum. It's able to be infused into glass. So each of these pipes, each of these copper tubes has 2 highly charged glass marbles that are charged with the 0 point energy. There's topsoil in each one of these that gives earth energies. The 0 point energy works really good with other energies. You have the energy of the metal and of the copper, and that works really well together. And there's also rainwater. I took about a liter of rainwater and divided it between all these 114. The rainwater was also supercharged with the 0 point energy and placed into each one of these containers. And then you may or may not be able to see it, but each container was sealed with wax. I sealed it with wax to seal in the rainwater so it doesn't evaporate and it holds that charge. These center ones, I put an extra bead in. These are called clear light beads. I get the beads, these are the original source beads that I got from Keith Perry. They are used to charge up all the rest of the beads. So I was able to use even 6 or more to charge up the rest of the configuration there. And so I have 114 pipes with 0 point energy. In this configuration, when you use this 114 pattern, the power of the beads pulls together. It amplifies probably around 400,000 times stronger than compared with random beads. If you just had the 0 point beads laying randomly, they wouldn't be forming as strongly as if they were strategically placed in a configuration such as this. You'll also notice some glass diamonds around there. These are highly charged with 0 point as well, and because they are larger than the marbles, they're going to hold a lot stronger charge. I was looking for the center one. This is a large glass diamond. It's larger than the ones around. And behind this diamond, this is the center of the whole configuration here. Behind the glass diamond is called a nanoshield. It's just the name of the one who created it gave this. It's a piece of orgonite with a Lemurian seed crystal and has a Mobius coil wrapped around that. And I have other videos, and they're going to talk about Mobius coils and other articles I'd written. But you can see tower busters and around here. And this one right above this nanoshield, this shows it a little bit better. It's hooked to a battery. This is called a power wand. Power wand, it's a piece of orgonite. The top has a gold matrix. It's gold powder mixed in with crystal powder to kind of give it a good diffuse amount of material there. It's a good balance. There's a Lemurian crystal in the middle, and it's around that is a coil of wire. It's wrapped in a configuration called a Mobius configuration, and the battery hooked to that is hooked to a circuit that provides a pulse. It's a DC pulse of about 15 hertz, and this pulse creates what's called a scalar field. The crystal converts the field into something a lot more harmonious with the human body. This field is at a higher dimension. It's not in our dimension, but it does affect us. So it goes out, it resonates with the human energy field very, very well. So these two pieces of orgonite, the nano shield on the bottom, the power wand on the top, work very well together. And that energy then interacts with all the 0-point pipes that are around there, around with all the orgonite. And the orgonite has mass, so it really concentrates the energy and helps focus it outward even more. So altogether, you have a really strong, it's a 4-foot wide piece of technology that really busts through blockages and really allows you to become more sensitive to energies that are around you. So this was my little introduction to the Terabuster. It took several months to put together. It involved drilling notches, gluing, cutting pipes, a lot of the fabrication that you'd expect from some project like this. So I hope this was informative to you. This is my most powerful device for clearing blockages, and I love it because I can just sit in front of it and go into a meditation, and I can feel the energy kind of clearing through me. It's a really, really interesting, really good feeling, and hopefully this inspires you all to be able to create something of your own, because technology works really, really well when utilized for spiritual pursuits. So thank you for your time, and thank you.